In this video, I'm going to show you how to cut this bow tie shirt dress. Trust me guys, it's very easy to cut and to sew. So I'm starting with my fabric on a fold, and the length of this fabric is 24 inches. Okay, 24 inches, that's the length for this fabric. And I went ahead to mark 2.5 inches. I marked 2.5 inches for my bottom placket. And after marking 2.5 inches, I went ahead to fold it and secure with my office pin. Now after doing this is what we have here, guys. The next thing I went ahead to do was to fold it again into 4, so we have like a working piece. Now you want to make sure whatever you fold, the bottom placket allowance is on top. Okay, so me, I still flipped my own over. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Make sure that the bottom placket is on top. Okay, so after folding and adjusting, this is what we have here. So from the back, I marked 2.5 inches for my neck width, and I marked 1 inch for my neck depth. Okay, then I just connected my neck width and my neck depth together. You guys know how we do this thing now. Okay, now for the front, I went ahead to mark same 2.5 inches for my neck width, and I also marked 2.5 inches for my neck depth, and I connected it together. Now before, I used to mark 3 inches for turtleneck, but my mom told me that I'll get the best result with 2.5 inches, and guys, it worked like magic. Now from the middle, I marked my I forgot to know. I marked my shoulder point. I went down by 8 inches and marked my bust point. Okay. Now from the middle again, I also marked my shoulder point at that point, so that everything will be precise. You understand? Connected with a straight line. Then I went down by 1/2 inch at that point, so I can get my shoulder slant. You guys know that our shoulder is always slanted. Then I connected it to my neck width. So this is what we have here, guys. Then I inserted my armhole curve. Okay, then I went ahead to mark my waist point, and I took circumference of my waist divided by 4. I think my camera cut me off, so I didn't show where I marked my bust. Guys, I've marked my bust, my waist, and my hips at the hem. Okay, so after marking my bust, my waist, and my hips at the hem, I went ahead to connect it with not a straight line, but you guys understand the line. Then I also added 2 inches for sewing allowance and ease allowance, and that's what I'm marking there. Okay, now very simple and easy breezy, peasy, whatever you guys say. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut it out. Okay, so that's the back. I'm just showing you guys I took 2.5 by 1 inch, that's for the back, and I took 2.5 by 2.5 for the front. Okay, then I just went ahead to cut my neckline, my armhole curve, and the sides. Okay, so this is what we have here for the front. This is what the front looks like, and this is what the back looks like. Now from the front, I went ahead to attach my gum stay to the bottom placket, and I'm just going to fold it. Now you want to make sure where that bottom placket allowance stopped, you are notching it, so that when you fold, it's going to align at that point. Now I took it over to my sewing machine, and I just ran straight stitches, and this is what we have here. Simple and straightforward. Our bottom placket is ready. Okay, now this is what I did. This for both parts of the front, and I went ahead to mark my dart, and I sewed my dart. Okay, and then come on, Ada, how did you mark the dart? Very simple. I will show you. You guys should register for my beginners class. Okay, then the next thing I went ahead to do is, because this is a shirt dress, I want it for the front, I want to insert a bust dart. Okay, now how to draft your bust dart is, you're going to take 2 inches, as in the distance between your normal dart and your bust dart is 2 inches. So from that point to this point, okay, from this point to where the bust dart started from is 2 inches. Okay, then I just went ahead to, that point is my nipple point. Okay, yeah, that point is my nipple point. Then I just went ahead to mark out the dart. Okay, on both sides I took 1/2 inch. That's if you want to know the width of the dart. On both sides I took 1/2 inch, and I just went ahead to sew my bust dart. And this is what we have here. You want to make sure you give it a good press, and you can see that it will form a mini cup. You guys know how look at what it looks like after giving it a good press. Yeah, so this is what we have here, guys. And for the back as well, I also went ahead to pick the dart. Now you don't need a bust dart for the back because you don't have bust behind. Okay, so for the back part, now to join this shirt together, you're just going to lay the back on the right side fitting up, and you're just going to place the front part on the back part. You want to make sure the shoulder lines are well aligned. Okay, secure your office pin, and I just went ahead to join it at the shoulder line. Okay, and I also weaved it. Yeah, so I joined it at the shoulder line. The next thing I went ahead to do was to turn over my armhole with a bias. So I just attached the bias to the armhole. After attaching, I went ahead to flip it over. For this particular one, I didn't top stitch. I was not in the mood, but I made sure I put it well so it doesn't puff out. Okay, now after turning it over, I also went ahead to run stitches on top to secure it in place. And this is what we have here, guys. You can see how neat it looks. I love my bias work to be neat, and it is giving, it is biasing, according to people of the world. Gen Z, this is you, puss. It is giving, it is skinning, it is everything. Now after turning over the armhole, I went ahead to join the sides. Okay, I marked out my measurement and I joined the sides, and this is what we have here, guys. Now because of the bust dart, okay, this the back part is longer than the front part, so you're just going to use your scissors and cut it out so that everything will be even. Okay, because this is like a freehand tutorial, so we didn't include it. Okay, yeah, so this is what we have here, guys. I included it in the entire length so that by the time I cut, everything will balance up. Now I went ahead to turn over the hem of the shirt. For my turtleneck collar, I went ahead to take the measurement of my neck width. I went ahead to cut out my turtleneck collar and I attached it to the shirt. Okay, now a detailed tutorial on how to cut your very own turtleneck collar is already up on this channel. I'm going to link it in the comment section and description box of this video so you can watch it so you understand, because I didn't want this video to be too long. Okay, so after attaching the turtleneck collar, this is what we have here, guys. Okay, it's very simple and easy to attach, to cut, to sew. Okay, this is what we have here, guys. Now the next thing I went ahead to do was to attach my buttons and also create my buttonholes. Okay, now for the bow tie, the length and width of this fabric is 24, so 24 by 24. Okay, now I went ahead to attach my paper stay. Okay, I went ahead to attach my paper stay to give it strength. Now I wanted to give it a little bit drama and to spice it up. I placed my organza fabric on top and I'm just going to sew all the edges. Now after sewing all the edges, I went ahead to cut out the excess we did not need. Okay, I went ahead to cut out the excess we didn't need, and next thing I went ahead to do was I gave it a good press. After giving it a good press, I folded it into two, and I'm going to join it and leave 1 inch opening allowance. At that point, I'm also going to join it and leave 1 inch open allowance. This will enable us to be able to turn it over, as in turn it inside out when we are done sewing. You grab. So after sewing all the sides, leaving the 1 inch allowance open, I just went ahead to give it little cuts just to slit it a little bit. Then the next thing, with the help of the 1 inch opening allowance, I just turned it inside out. Abi? Yes, that's what it's called, inside out. Now this is what we have here, guys. You can see how it looks. You want to use your pencil to push out the edges. Now for that 1 inch opening allowance, you're going to seal it with your hemming gum. After sealing it, I gave it a good press. I folded into two so I'll know where the middle is. Okay, I've sealed the 1 inch opening allowance, and I'm just going to, at the middle, this is why you fold it into two, I just gathered it together. You can see we have a bow already, but we don't have a bow tie because we need to tie it. So I made a tie out of my organza fabric, and I'm just going to tie it tight. Kakaraka, kokoroko. Okay, yeah. Secure the bag. You know the way you secure the bag? That's how you secure the bow tie. Yeah. So I tied it really tight, and this is what we have here, guys. I made sure I tied it. I tied it twice. Then I'm going to use my needle and thread to secure the tie so it does not move, because you guys know that even if you tie it, by the time you start washing it will move. So after tying it tight, like your life depends on it, you want to secure it with some stitches. Now the next thing I went ahead to do was to attach my press button. Okay, attach my press button. The two on the bottom is not really necessary except you want it. So but the two on the top and the one in the middle, that's on the bow, on where the bow was tied, is necessary. Now to know where to attach your bow tie, I attach mine at my nipple point. If you want it higher, you can attach it anywhere. So I just measured my shoulder to nipple point measurement. Okay, that's what I took there. I took my shoulder to nipple point measurement, which is 11 inches thereabout. Yeah, then I placed it like that on top. Now I want to determine where I will attach my press button on the side, so that is why I'm placing the bow tie like this, and I'm marking where that my press button, is going to sit. You guys now have attached one on one side. This is how I determine where to attach the border. Now I just went ahead to take the distance between the shoulder point and that point, and also from the side too, so that I'll know where to mark on the other side. You understand? So I'll know where to mark on the other side of the shirt, so everything is even and put together. You grab, okay? So which is what I did there. It was around 4 inches for me. Yours might be different, okay? So after marking, I went ahead to attach the second part of the press button, and now guys, I'm attaching the bow tie to the shirt, and this is how simple and easy to cut a bow tie shirt. Okay, it is very simple, it is very easy. Do make sure you come back for more videos, and I'll see you in my next. Now my bow tie wasn't as high as the picture in the thumbnail, but this is how I wanted mine. Okay, if you want it higher, you just take the bow tie higher. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.